Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Holla. We them boys. Holla. We them boys. Holla. We making noise. Holla.
Welcome to the off-season, gentlemen, where the conversations are boring as fuck, and the videos apparently don't matter. This is your Sacco speaking, and the long-awaited video from Alex A is finally here. You know, this 2014-2015 fantasy football season definitely went off the rails pretty quickly, and definitely went a little different than, you know, how I anticipated the season going last season. And to give you a little bit of a context of what I mean, and play a little snippet from last season's video. Jeez, another week, another win. Man, I don't know where to start. I mean, it's been so much fun just winning week after week. It's getting a little tiresome, guys. I mean, someone's got to step up eventually here, right? I thought Brian was going to do it, but, I mean, he just lost to my team of scrubs. And you guys really did. You really did step up. Especially Brian, our beloved champion, whatever. Brian, you really did put in the work this season, so you know what? Glad you're the champion. Welcome to the One Championship Club. Hope you enjoy it. You get to talk shit for the rest of the year. Claps to you. Hat goes off. Either way, I think we all discovered pretty early that the 12-team league's pretty intense. Definitely very unforgiving. At least I learned. The 5 straight losses really didn't help that. Oh boy. I dug myself a huge hole too quickly. Or too early in the season, rather. You know, I got 2 wins after that. Thought I could probably claw my way into a playoff spot, but I probably would have had to win out. Everybody was so middle of the pack this season. It was pretty close. It was actually pretty close. Pretty exciting. But you know, we'll see next year. Everybody gets another year to learn, adapt, and hopefully it's just as exciting as this season. Definitely want to point out some, you know, the notable performances of our 2 new members, Brian Badillo and Nikhil Telekula. Nikhil, you, oh boy, had a pretty shit season. God. The draft that you had, oh god, Golden Tate. I've got the draft board right in front of me, by the way. Golden Tate, Riley Cooper. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. And, well, Keenan Allen was a pretty decent option that at least everybody thought at the beginning of the season, but as we all know, it didn't really pan out very well. One steal you did get, though, Emmanuel Sanders for $6. That's huge. Huge. That was good for you. But besides that, nothing else really went your way. LaShawn McCoy didn't pan out. RG3. Not the best. But, hey, you held your own. You avoided the Sacco, unlike myself here. But it was very valiant. I'll give you that. Brian Badillo, the first member of the 2 members of the Cumstain Comrades. That's right. That is you and Jordan. God, you guys jerked each other off for like 4 weeks, and it was just probably the most annoying thing imaginable. But Badillo, pretty notable first year for you. 8-3, pretty decent season. You did very well. Want to say congratulations, hats off to you. You really performed like your beloved Detroit Lions. Had a great regular season, but just absolutely could not string a playoff game to save your life. Yeah, you kind of got blown up in the playoffs there by, I think by Casey's team? No. Well, I'm not going to check right now. But kind of got blown off in the playoffs. It's another issue. Always next season. Just how you have to take things in this league. Next, we'll go with Michael Lucky Ass Mount over here. Had a 170-point week.
in the Sacco. If he doesn't have that, he's probably sitting here right now, the Sacco, and me narrowly avoiding. But, these things happen. These things happen, especially in 12-team league when, one random ass dude just fucking happens to explode one week. I should know. I was the victim of that. Mount, oh God, you were so excited to go 2-0. I remember. You were part of that circle jerk between Brian Badillo and Jordan, but couldn't quite jerk it fast enough, so to speak. You got behind. You really started losing a lot, I might add, and that 0-2, or that 2-0 rather, quickly just turned around on you. But either way, you battled hard, fought the entire season, valiant effort again. God, I still just can't believe that. I cannot believe that 1 week. That was just, you won because you scored more points than me, and it was because of that. But not bitter about that anymore. I'm going to take my lumps as the Sacco. You need to make the playoffs, man. You've been sliding ever since that first year. But, that's why we play the game, right? That's why we play fantasy football. It's all about that, the illusion of glory, in a sense. Actually, when I mentioned the two members, I totally forgot about Cooper. The guy who made it to the championship. Man, I totally forgot about that. Either way, Coops, you did well. You did good, kid. You had a pretty receiver-heavy draft, and it really worked out for you. Surprisingly, I mean, you got AJ Green, Julio Jones, big names. You got Gronk for pretty cheap too. You ended up gambling. It paid off. But your season wasn't totally clean, I might add, sir. Just like your real Patriots with Deflategate, you had Tankgate. Patriots fans like to cheat along with their team? Who knows? I don't make the rules, but I mean, it seems pretty clear that there was something going on over there. Huh? We're gonna have to have our own little investigation. Either way, Cooper. Aside from that, you did very well. And maybe we'll see you next year. Who knows? Do you want to stick around? Depends. Oh God, let's move on here. Oh God, Gray's Mark. Jesus Christ. I mean, if there's anyone who had a dumpster fire season, it was you. Jesus Christ. I don't even know how you narrowly escaped the Sacco. I really don't. It's really news to me. Drafting Doug Martin and then just giving away Jamal Charles. Literally gave him away. Literally. Can't believe I lost that. Either way, I don't think there's really too much to be said about Ryan. Except, will you be watching this video right now? I don't even think you will, because you don't even comment on the group me. So I don't give a shit. Just, yeah, we're not even talk about you anymore. Man, moving on here. Casey had a hell of a season. Really nice to see him stepping up. Really nice to see him stepping up his smack talk, especially with all the stress about him getting married. So, Casey's doing work. See this draft board real quick. Looking at his draft board, Andrew Luck for only $21. Wow, it was kind of a bargain this season considering a lot of the other top quarterbacks went for a lot more. Even Matt Stafford was paid more for than him. Yeah, Brian Badillo, you paid $24 for Stafford. Casey got Andrew Luck for 21. So the more you know. Him getting that hookup. DeMay May, Eddie Lacy. Casey had a pretty decent draft here. Filled stuff in with the waiver wire as we all do. And it was too bad. He really kind of got lost in the playoff rounds. Has that still sticking to his guns by saying he could have beaten Brian in the championship if Cooper didn't tank. Who knows, right? Who knows, right, Cooper? Yeah. So Casey again, hell of a season, like always. Hope to see you again next year. Man, Oatman. Your team played like the team your quarterback plays for. In fact, just really disappointing showing from you. You found some gems. Mark Ingram. In fact, you beat me with Mark Ingram and Brandon Cooks' best week. Yeah, went high on Zach Stacy and Adrian Peterson, and man, did it bite you in the ass. God, I mean, the only good thing about your draft was Antonio Brown, and you got him for $36, which was obviously kind of a decent value this season. But just gonna have to point it out to you right now. Your hard on for Andre Johnson's gonna kind of have to just taper off a little bit because I don't know if you've noticed, but he kind of sucks. You've had him for 3 years, man. It's time to give it up already. Seriously, just give it up. Finito. Moving on. Oh, actually, one more thing about Omen. I don't even know how the fuck you made the playoffs, man. How the fuck did you do it? Your team was garbage for the longest time. But you know what? Either way, it's fantasy football. It's how it happens. Jay Ordan. Oh boy. You had a hell of a season, buddy. After just hiding in the shadows for the first 3 years, I think it was. Man, I don't even remember because you were so fucking quiet and just absent. I mean, you decided to open your mouth this year, and it was just who the fuck invited this kid? But you know what? You really put your money where your mouth was, dude. You really did. Stuck with your guns. Peyton Manning. Who else do you have? Let's see. DeMarco Murray. Ooh, that was a good pick. Paid high for him, but paid off. And Arian Foster. You got Arian Foster for 36. Not bad either. Especially, I know he was an injury risk, but still. Not bad. Man, the one glaring mistake on here was just Percy Harvin, and you paid $22 for him. But you dropped his ass and you picked up somebody else, I think. Oh no, you traded for Mike Williams. I remember that. Either way, oh god, yeah. Actually, you know what? You had a good season, but trading Russell Wilson for some garbage player I don't even remember anymore. Oh, MJD. Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, my bad. The Raiders bias was your Raiders bias was showing just a little bit. But either way, good showing from you, man. Hope to see you again next year. And let's move on. Next contestant, Sir P. Looking at your team, I guess I get that reaction from looking at everybody's team as a 12-team league, but Aaron Rodgers, Alfred Morris pretty decent this season. Alshon Jeffrey definitely did some work a couple games. Cordell Patterson 30. Dear God, what were you thinking? Everybody was high on him. I didn't really buy the hype train. I don't know about you guys, but that just seemed way too steep. Oh, Bishop Sankey, garbage. James Starks, garbage. Julius Thomas, yeah. That was a good one. Good pick for you. Terrence Williams, $7. He did pretty well for the first, couple games of the season. But overall, you really got it all out of this lineup, sir. But you really did a good job managing your team. It was you made the playoffs, and you rode the Marvin Jones train pretty hard, man. Who could forget that? Yeah, you had a really good year. Moving on again. Oh yes, that's right. Steven. Steven, oh my god. You beat me the first week of the season, and I was so bitter about that because you just fell apart after that. Looking at you, oh my god. Josh Gordon for $8, dude. You had to have given it up at that point. Come on. Jimmy Graham for $50. Definitely bust. Deshaun Jackson, Brandon Marshall, Darren Sproles, Reggie Bush. Dear God, I don't know what you did with this team, but you made it work. A scrub tender struck again this season. I think you ended up getting 5 wins out of it. I'm going to look at the standings real quick. It just takes a little while because I don't have it really loaded up. But yeah, actually, no, you got 7 wins. I don't know how the fuck you got 7 wins out of that lineup, but it's fantasy football. Anything goes. Yeah, you had Ryan Tannehill. Oh, you got Lamar Miller. That's how you fucking did it. All right, well, whatever. And then we have our champion, El Chupacaco himself, Brian Babcock. Definitely saved you for last. Got the championship under your belt. Le'Veon Bell was your number 1 overall running back, and it paid off. I remember how you were just like, I don't really like my running backs, blah, blah, blah. Monte Ball sucks. What am I going to do? Well, you definitely made most of your lineup, buddy. T.Y. Hilton pulled it off for you. Let's take a look at who you had as your team at the end of the season, because that was definitely the turning point right there. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, you even played Russell Wilson in the championship game. Wow, that's pretty surprising. Le'Veon Bell. Oh, yeah, he pulled off that trade rip with Jamal Charles. God damn it. God. Ryan was just an embarrassment this season. T.Y. Hilton, Torrey Smith, Greg Olsen. All just solid picks. This team was just solid all around. Really was. Really was. And it showed. 12-team league, most consistent, will win. Well, guys, hope you really enjoyed the video. But before I end it, I'm gonna just go ahead and talk about the state of our league this season. Overall, it was fantastic. It was very exciting. We all just had a bunch of ups and downs as the 12-team league goes, but the bowl games were definitely a success. I think everybody really enjoyed them, and the smack talk was definitely enjoyable. Like the real NFL season, we had a lot of controversy. And Mount really played a Roger Goodell-like entity out there as the commissioner. Really brought the hammer down hard on some of the tough issues like the Matt Asiata issue with me and Oatman. And we're still kind of waiting on the verdict for, Tankgate over here, but I'm sure we'll get everybody's input and everybody will contribute as necessary. Yeah, very, very awesome season, guys. Hope to really enjoy with you guys again next year. This video is running really long, but I think it was deserved. You guys really deserved it. I'm sorry for not posting this earlier, but it's kind of been a rough ride as it goes. Also, being the Sacco, didn't really want to fucking talk about it because I would just have somebody in my ear probably like the next day over the fucking group me about it. And either way, just a couple closing thoughts. We should really just keep this league together next year. It was a really fun one. Possible things about the next draft. I hear some stuff floating around, but at the same time, guys, just remember we have to, find some place where we can use a computer and a spreadsheet because we need to fucking type shit in. But we can get that sorted out as necessary. I would say if you guys want to post more videos throughout the offseason, I guess that'd be cool. I think that's about it. I think that's all I wanted to get through. Oh yeah, actually, guys, I had one more thing for you. Since it's Black History Month, just want to give a little shout out to MLK because I too have a dream. As your Sacco, I have a dream today that that we will not be judged by the positioning of our team in the standings, but by the content of our character, and that champions and Saccos alike can sit at the table of brotherhood and enjoy fantasy football together, because I think that's truly what this league is all about. And I think we should all show each other just a little bit of respect every now and then. So just want to let that out there. Hope you guys had a great season. Just going to end this video because it's like almost 20 minutes long, but I hope you guys stuck through it all the way. And we'll see you next year.